name is Pierre Pringle, and today I'm going to be talking about a very serious issue across America and across the world. That issue is female-on-male rape, and the fact that it exists. Out of 15 classmates that participated in a survey that I conducted myself, they answered yes to the following question. If a man told you that he was raped by a woman, would you believe them? 15 out of 15 participants that actually participate in this survey said yes to that question. So why does society seem to not publicize, or it seems to lead society to believe that this is something that cannot happen or doesn't happen at all? Hopefully with the information I give you today, you will be more aware of the fact that female to male rapes actually do exist, and they do happen, and it definitely is a problem. First of all, I'm going to define rape. And I'm taking this definition straight from Webster's New World College Dictionary, the 4th edition. And it says that rape is the crime of engaging in a sexual act, especially involving penetration of the vagina or the anus, usually forcibly with the person who has not given consent. Specifically, this crime committed by a man upon a woman or a girl. It's kind of funny that they would actually word it like that in the Webster's Dictionary, that it's specifically toward women, or men toward women or little girls. There's also different kinds of rapes out there. There's male on female rape, which is one of the most common and one of the most publicized. There's female on male rapes, which usually are in the form of statutory rape, older women raping younger men. There's statutory rape, which is one of the most common, like I said, female of male rapes. That's basically where if one person has the authority over the other person that cannot physically or legally give consent because of age. Date rape is a rape that occurs usually with an acquaintance in a dating atmosphere or dating setting, or at a predetermined place. Stranger rape is one of the most reported rapes. This study is by the U.S. Department of Justice, 2005 National Criminal Victimization Study, that says, yes, stranger rape is one of the most reported types of rape. And the last and final is acquaintance rape, which is one of the most popular and most common types of rape, which is most likely one that will actually happen. 86% of people who are raped are most likely raped by somebody that they know. Now that we know the types of rape, let's look into specifically female on male rapes. Just a few statistics. The number of rapes reported each year is growing for female victims, but not at the same rate for male victims. It seems like the rape rate is increasing, but actually the number of people or female who are coming out and reporting that they've been raped is increasing, while for men is definitely not increasing. Actually, a lot of men do not feel comfortable confessing the fact that they have been raped. We'll get into the psychological reasons behind that. 1 in 6 women, which if you are a married man and you have a daughter, and that would actually be considered 6 women, which is your wife, your mother, your mother-in-law, your grandmother on your mom's side, your grandmother on your father's side, and your daughter. 1 out of those 6 women would be raped in a lifetime. That is outlandish. As a male, you are 1 in 33 men who will be sexually assaulted within their lifetime. Usually, females commit a quarter of child sex abuse. The women sexually abusing children, usually male, and actually can be female as well. 86% of male victims weren't believed when they confessed that a woman actually raped or molested them. And this was a study that was on a blog, an internet blog that the rape is okay for females to do on males. Now I'm gonna give you some of the profiles of female rapists. Female rapists usually age rank or The age range for female rapists is usually 25 to 29 years old. And this is from the actual Robert Hall, who is the author of Rape in America, a reference handbook. American society and its view on female and male rape. Why is it impossible to believe that adult women can and actually do commit rape on men and boys? There's a lot of stigmas that actually affect female and male rape. Society believes that society has the viewpoint that men are supposed to be strong, and that rape is something that is about aggression, not so much about sex. However, if a female is taking away or actually using drugs or drinks or alcohol to lower his inhibition, a man's inhibition, it is still possible for a man to actually be raped. And physiologically, the response of the male genitalia is pretty much like an auto response. Even under the circumstances or the pressures of being in a rape situation, his bodily functions and his body can still react. Now that we know a little bit about female and male rape and that it exists, let's go over why it isn't publicized as much as male on female rape or male on male rape is. Usually cases go unreported, which is why the media and a lot of the actual female and male rapes aren't publicized, because a lot of men are embarrassed. They feel the guilt and the self-blame that actual women victims feel as well, which is why they don't actually come out and confess that they've been raped by a woman. The double standard in society, because a lot of men might feel that their peers or their men of the same sex, might feel or say about them, they kind of keep it to themselves, which is definitely not the right thing to do. The best thing to do is to report these types of rapes, because this actually contributes and aids the myth that it doesn't exist, because it's not reported. Sexual assaults and rapes are the most underreported crimes, especially among men. Awareness is the key to prevention. Education will raise awareness and begin the prevention process. The more you know about the topic, and the more that you are aware that it is actually out there, and victims as well, they can actually prevent second assailant rapes. The thing is, victims must definitely continue to report their actual situations and their cases. In conclusion, I defined rape, I discussed the types of rape, I gave a brief statistics on female and male rape cases. Then I discussed the reasons why female and male rape goes under the radar of the public. And it's because men and young boys don't report it. Finally, I conclude with the ways that awareness can lead to the reporting of more cases, and how this will ultimately aid in prevention. I'm going to leave you with this one lasting thought. Men do not always report these forced acts to be unpleasant, but researchers estimate that at least 1 of 5 men has a strong negative reaction.